Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to this very different stream. I've got to tell you, I'm very excited for this because we haven't done a stream like this in a little while. This is a stream that's going to take a look at some of those latest figures that have come out. These are some figures that were shown for the first time over the weekend, and we didn't get a chance to look at these because of all of the shows that were going on. We were watching UFC 250, we were watching NXT in your house, but WWE came out with these brand new figure images, and you can see there's 272 slides. Now, don't worry, a lot of these are going to be figures that we have seen before, but what I think is really cool about this video, it's a really good roundup of figures that are just about to come out or figures that are just in stores right now. We're going to look at things like Elite 76 and Elite 77. I'm not going to make this video too long. We're really going to try and keep it down to about 15, 20 minutes. So don't think we're here all afternoon. We're going to absolutely fly through this. If you are watching live, shout out to you. I cannot see you because I have to look at the screen. So hopefully the audio is okay. Hopefully you can see what I can see. A big smiling face of Kofi Kingston. Because this is going to be the first figure that we're going to talk about. This is one of the new figures that we haven't seen before. This is series 110 for the basic line, which is incredible. I can't think of any other figure range that's had 110 different series of figures. But here we are, series 110, and this is Kofi Kingston. So Kofi Kingston looks a bit bland, if I'm being honest. These are the other ones in the series. We've got John Cena, we've got Finn Balor, we've got Mike Kanellis, who I don't even think is with WWE anymore. And we've got Liv Morgan. So we are going to look at all of those. Here you can see some better images of that Kofi figure. And honestly, the ring attire is quite bland. Like, there's no details on there. There's no real intricate designs. There's a few, obviously, highlights, like, paint-wise. But, yeah, the ring attire is really bland. I can't remember him wearing this. And I can't remember it being this bland. Now, I'm not sure if this is based on something. And I'm completely missing the reference. Because it could be based on something from Star Wars. And I haven't seen, like The Mandalorian or anything like that. Could be based on something from Marvel. I've not seen those films. So, I don't know. Maybe you're looking at this going, wow, that's amazing. It looks just like Johnny John from Marvel and the Magic Sponge or something like that. I don't know, right? To me, it doesn't look great as a figure. I think they could have done, like, just the attire. I think the face scan's cool. But I'm never really a fan of, like, you know, the painted on arm sleeves and things like that. I mean, it's all right. It's all right. And don't forget, this is a basic. This is, you know, around that £10. I don't know what it is in America, about $12 maybe, something like that. So it is at a cheaper price point. And there you can see, look, really good face scan. I think it looks really a decent likeness of Kofi Kingston. So it's not all bad by any means, but I just think it's really, really bland ring attire. And then, like, obviously you've got the hair that's sculpted to look like is it pigtails that he has? So, again, real good attention to detail on that front. In fact, it might even be a ponytail, just looking at this image from the back. And, of course, you have got the tattoo detail down the back as well. So, few things there to enjoy. Moving on, we got John Cena. He certainly looks like the most action figure I've ever seen in my life. Like, that is such an action figure. A big, smiley John Cena looks, I don't really understand, because the picture has got him smiling with his mouth closed, but then the figure has got him smiling with his mouth open. The picture has got him wearing a cap. The figure, he is not wearing a cap. At least they managed to get the green right. Yeah, we've got a new hairstyle for John Cena. I think we've had this on a couple of figures at this point, but still relatively new. If you think about all of the John Cena figures that they've released, there's not many that have got this hairstyle. And I'm not sure if they've released one at a cheaper price point before either. So I know they've done one in the Elite line. So yeah, we've got this John Cena. You can see pretty basic, very sensible shoes, actually, by the looks of that. It's a sensible haircut and sensible shoes, John Cena. There we go. If you were going to have a sensible wrestling match, this is the figure for you. There's not really a great deal to say, is that I think that there's been tons of John Cenas. I think the body looks like every John Cena I've ever seen. It's the hair. It's the hair that's different on this one. So if you're a fan of John Cena, you might be tempted to get this because of that hairstyle. There he is, just cheering on someone in the distance. Vince, perhaps he spotted Vince. There he is from behind, so nothing from behind. Big close-up of his big smiley face. And that is John Cena. This one's weird because this is Mike Kanellis, and I don't think he's with the company now. I'm pretty sure he was unfortunately released. So Mike Kanellis, I mean, look, we were just talking about how the picture doesn't look like the figure. That looks identical. That is crazy likeness. Look at the picture. Look at the figure. That is amazing. That is really good. Like, I hope they release that just for that, because that is absolutely stunning. Even his smile, everything. If they like used that exact picture to make that figure, because I'm really impressed with that. So, right, we don't need to see the back again. There he is. Mike Kanellis, some good tattoo detail, kind of like his ring attire. There's a few little details on there. Is that like a rose with some thorns? And there he is, look, with his big goofy face. If you are watching, Mike, I don't mean that. He's got a rose with thorns. Yeah, you can see it a little bit better from that angle. So, and on the back, it says the opportunist, I believe. It's very difficult to read the writing across his bum. But he's loving it. Look, yeah, I think he's spotted Vince as well. So there you go. You can get a smiley Mike Kanellis and a variant as well. Look, you can see this one has got different ring attire, just slightly different ring attire. And don't forget the greatest wrestling match ever on the way, 14th of June, lol. There's the back of the packaging. This is the variant. It says Mike Kanellis on the front. It says something on the back. But again, I can't quite make it out. Here we go. This is one that will interest people. You've got Liv Morgan. People are really into Liv Morgan. So, and I think this is a great looking figure. I think this might be her first basic. So, Riot Squad, Liv is life. Some really great details there. Love the hair color. Love the ripped kind of tights that she's got as well. Liv is life written across the front. This is still Riot Squad though. And obviously she's been out of the Riot Squad for a little while now. I even like the trainers. I think the trainers are really cool, but look at that for a facial likeness. It looks exactly like her, so they've done a really good job with that. Really good job with that. Posing her there with one arm behind her back. And again, you can see the trainers and how smart they look. That's what the figure looks like around the back. No hidden details, really. But I do like the stars down the side. That's pretty smart, isn't it? I mean, you've got to give them respect for just even putting that, like, black wristband thing on her left hand, their left arm, just below the elbow. Like, respect for that, Mattel. Next up, we got Finn Balor. Smiley Finn Balor in blue. Not going to be a great deal to say about this Finn Balor. I like the face scan. Body looks all right. Looks all right. I mean, he is toned. Maybe even a bit more toned than that. Ring attire is pretty standard. Boots, pretty standard. There's not a great deal to get giddy about here, but if you don't have a Finn Balor in your collection, this looks like a perfectly good one to add. So, yeah, all right, not bad. Does what it needs to do. And he seems happy enough. He seems to like it anyway. Finn Balor, look at the smile on his face. Next up, we've got Elite 76. We're going to race through these. 77 follows after as well. We're going to race through them as well because we have seen those figures before. This is John Cena, I think from WrestleMania. Was it 35 when he made that one-off appearance? So Word Life John Cena, which people loved. People loved that appearance. Yeah, there we go. The Doctor of Thugonomics returned to lyrically destroy Elias at WrestleMania 35 before delivering a devastating 5-knuckle shuffle. Boom. Loads of accessories with that. Even the little Word Life knuckle dusters, which is quite cool that you can see him wearing there. Look, Word Life and the backwards cap, and really smart trainers on that one. I love the detail on the belt. I love little details like that. I mean, look, that belt's got, 3 different colours on it? That's pretty cool. That belt is really cool, actually. So, yeah, there we go. John Cena, looking very, very smart. They've included like 1 million pictures of each figure here. Next, we got Braun. Braun with the Andre the Giant trophy. Now, fun fact, that looks slightly different to me. I have an Andre the Giant trophy that came with Cesaro. And actually, if you look at this one, it's got names written on the trophy. You can see the back of the packaging there. So you can see the names written in black. The one that I have, I'm actually just looking at it now, comes with Cesaro. Cesaro might have been the first winner, which is obviously why the names weren't put on. But that's quite a nice little touch that I haven't noticed before. It's only now I'm looking at it, I can see that they've added the names to the trophy. That's amazing. This Braun figure looks trash. Let's put it that way. I don't like it. I don't like it. There's the broken down trophy. Round the back, he's got no animation in his face. His beard's got a few different colours on the go. I don't know what that's. Why is part of his beard like skin coloured? I don't understand what's happening. Not feeling that. His legs, the top of his thighs, look a little bit strange. I don't know. I think there's better Braun Strowmans than that one. But hey, if you don't have a Braun, it's why not grab it? You're gonna get the Andre the Giant trophy, and that's a pretty cool accessory to get. Look at this. We got Tucker. People didn't know about these YOLO tag titles, but they actually won them on an episode of, I think it was SmackDown. There were some jobbers, and these jobbers had these cardboard belts, and Heavy Machinery won them. And they were the YOLO County champions. YOLO, which stands for You Only Live Once. And there we go, Tucker. This is a great figure. Love that entrance jacket. Obviously, that's not cardboard. It's made of plastic, that belt, but I'm a belt guy. And even if it's a rubbish cardboard belt, I still need to get that into my collection. Face scan on that looks really cool. Swappable hands look really cool. I think this figure looks really cool, but it is eclipsed. It is definitely eclipsed. Look at that. Look at that jacket. That jacket's awesome. It is eclipsed by that. Look at that. Yeah, Tucky! We got Otis. Otis with that tag team championship. He's got some severed hands with him as well. Otis is obviously red hot right now. Absolutely red hot. So popular. And obviously he won Money in the Bank. So this is Elite 76. So I should imagine this sold very, very well. So yeah, there we go. Look, Otis. With that jacket and cardboard championship, swappable hands, yeah, it just looks awesome. Looks really, really cool. So I'm into that Otis. The face scan's incredible. We've said that about a lot of these Elite figures, but this new True FX, I think, has really come into its own. Towards the end of last year and the majority of this year, the figures have been really bang on. So great stuff. Loving that Otis. Loving that Otis. Lacey Evans, again, we're not going to spend too long on this. We have seen this before. Look at the detail on the boots. That's what I'm drawn to straight away. Again, white boots with blue and red on. And then you've got like a removable skirt and hat, swappable hands, some hands with gloves and some without by the looks of it. That's a really good figure. I mean, look at that when you've got, wow, look at the bows. Look at the bows. I haven't seen them before. Gold bows on the back of the boots. Wow, that's really impressive. That's a really impressive detail. So there she is. Look, when she's about to pop to the shops, maybe get some bread. Fingers crossed that there's some toilet paper in stores. So that's her when she's kind of in a casual wear. But then you can take it all off. And she's good to go in the ring. I think she's even got, is that a little napkin? Is that a little napkin? That is amazing. That is a great little accessory. Look at that. She's got this little... You nasty. Next up, we got Christian. He's got a goblet. How many figures do you know come with goblets? But he's got a goblet. He's got glasses. Yeah, this is cool. This is Christian when he was a member of the Brood. Look at that. That is quite visually impressive. I really do like that look for Christian. Very focused. I really like what they've done with the tights on this. I said we weren't going to spend long on these, but yeah, I mean, look, this is Attitude Era. People love the Attitude Era, so people are going to love this figure. So there we go. I think that Christian looks cool. Hair maybe looks a little plasticky, which, considering it's made out of plastic, you can't really criticize it too much for that. But there we go. There's Christian. Next up, another Christian, but this is a chase one. This is more like Midnight Christian, if he's having some friends round and he wants to entertain, he might slip on like a darker top. And that's what he's done here. He's gone a little bit darker with his attire. Rather than the white shirt, he's gone for a nice kind of black shirt, maybe a hint of purple in there. I don't want to commit to that. I don't want to say that there is purple in there if there isn't, but I think there definitely is. So there we go. That is the chase version. I love the kind of different tones in the tights. I think that looks really, really cool. So there we go. That's the whole lineup for Elite 76. And then, of course, you can get this. I think it's exclusive to Walmart, but I could be wrong. This is classy Freddie Blassie. Was a manager, a great manager back in the 80s. Actually managed Hulk Hogan. When Hogan first arrived, he was a heel, and classy Freddie Blassie was his manager. But he would manage loads of different people. He was a wrestler as well. Listen up, you pencil-necked geeks. Whether an in-ring performer or manager, the Hollywood fashion plate is a true WWE legend. Look at that jacket. That is really, really cool. This is absolutely the kind of figure that I get excited about because that is an all-time legend. Classy Freddie Blassie is a name that wrestling fans know, and to finally get a Mattel figure. Look at that jacket. Man, Chalkline should make that jacket. I would definitely wear that jacket if I was going out somewhere. Chalkline, if you watch him, make that jacket, but make it like human-sized. There we go. Classy Freddie Blassie. I could be classy wrestling days if I had that jacket. Love like the ring detail on there. He's got a few bits of jewelry on the go as well. Right, we're moving on to Elite 77. I'm going to have to try and race through these because I am taking way longer than I wanted. But hey, look, that's what happens sometimes. We've got AJ Styles. I think we really have gone into quite a bit of detail with these figures in a recent video. You can see that he's got a lot of OC attire here. And he is just now starting to move away from his OC attire. We saw him on SmackDown, and I think that might have been the first time last week where he was coming out in non-OC attire. Obviously, the OC sort of breaking up during that Boneyard match. Gallows and Anderson no longer with WWE, so he's kind of moving away from this now, but it's still a great figure, and I love the Japanese kanjis on the knee pad. That looks really, really cool. So, swappable vest top, swappable hands. He looks a bit moody. Perhaps this is like just after he got buried. I don't know. I mean, literally buried. I'm not even saying that in a creative way. He lost the Boneyard match. He was buried. So there we go. One black boot, one red boot as well, which I just noticed, which looks quite smart. I like that. That's quite a classy figure, but there's definitely a look of concern in his eyes. I'm very good at reading body language, and I'm getting that vibe look. Love the little logos on the gloves. That looks really cool. Ronda Rousey, there she is. I forgot what she looked like. I haven't seen her in so long. Ronda Rousey. This whole series is based on SummerSlam. We should say that. So that AJ will be from a SummerSlam match. This is from a SummerSlam match. This will be from Ronda versus Alexa Bliss when she won the Women's Championship. We've kind of had a few Ronda Rousey figures, but I mean, she's such a big name. This figure's still going to sell well, even though she's not in the company now. I do like the ring attire. Certainly what they've done at the top of the thighs there by getting those details on. I think that looks really smart. And then it comes with that little skirt as well, which is going to look really good on a shelf. I think the face scan looks really cool. Yeah, eye makeup looks pretty bang on. I mean, that on a shelf looking like that, if you just posed it on a shelf like that, that's pretty cool. That's a pretty great Ronda figure right there. I'm not sure if they've released the skirt in an Elite line before. I know it was with the Ultimate Edition, but look at this. You can now get it here, this way. How awesome is that? Viscera with the Hardcore Championship. You never tend to get the Hardcore Championship, but Viscera is here. He's got his mohawk. He's just big and moody, isn't it? So it says Viscera represented the corporate ministry along with his partner Midian in the SummerSlam 1999 Tag Team Turmoil match. So there he is with his swappable hands. Hardcore Championship. Big, imposing, angry. Amazing. Great figure. I mean, I'm a bigger fan of the Mabel figure, if I'm being honest. But obviously it's the same person, but a slightly different character. Well, say slightly different, very different character. But I liked Mabel because that was just more colourful and more from the generation when I was really into wrestling as a kid. This is more Attitude Era. And yeah, I just wasn't as keen on this character, if I'm being honest. But I love the look of this figure. And I love the fact it comes with a hardcore title. There's the back of the figure. Some great details. Even the fingers are slightly spread apart in the middle there. Great combat gloves as well. Yeah, I like it. Ravishing Rick Rude. I don't like this figure. I love this figure. We need to quickly go through here so that you can see the detail on the ring attire. Look at that. Look at that. This is from his feud against the Ultimate Warrior. So you can see like the warrior face paint on the front there. Killer robe. Look at that robe. Shortline, if you're watching, make that robe. I'm going to have that robe and I'll have classy Freddie Blassie's jacket underneath. Simply ravishing. Another figure. Look at that. How stunning is that ring attire? That's got to be maybe the best ring attire on a figure this year. Like, I don't know that I've seen anything as impressive as that. That is stunning. That is stunning. Even the face scan looks just like him. The hair looks really cool. This is such a great... Look at that! Look at the robe and the way that it's kind of framing the ring attire. Man, this is when figures become art. Like, legit, you could put this figure next to the Mona Lisa and you'd have art experts looking at it going, yes, I see what you've done there. Amazing. So there we go. I think, is this a variant? After the Bell with Corey Graves, available now. Is this a variant? Yes, it is a variant. There we go. Look, not as keen on this. Still, same figure, just different ring attire. But I do think the big selling point of that figure was its ring attire. This one's got the Intercontinental Championship printed on the front. I mean, that is still cool. I am a belt person, so to have a figure that's wearing ring attire with a belt printed on it, I don't think that's ever happened before. So Intercontinental Championship printed around his waist. Same ravishing robe. And we are moving on to Miss Elizabeth. Miss Elizabeth is here. This is from SummerSlam 88 when she was with the Mega Bucks and she whipped the skirt off and distracted the opponents, who I think was it $1 Million Man and Andre, maybe, off the top of my head. So there we go. Always great to have Miss Elizabeth in the line. Absolute legend. Even painted her nails. How about that? They've even painted her nails. If you've got a Macho Man figure that's all sad and lonely, then you need to drop a Miss Elizabeth next to him, because he won't be sad and lonely anymore. So there she is. Very, very cool. And, well, should we bother talking about this one? Does anyone fancy talking about this one? This is on its way to people as we speak. I've seen people getting in touch with me saying that they're getting their hands on this, like right now. And, yeah, the Fiend with the lantern and the swappable hands and great tattoo detail. This is one of the figures people were most looking forward to. When Finn Balor challenged the Fiend Bray Wyatt to a match at SummerSlam 2019, he found out how dangerous it is to let him in. There it is. Look at the tattoo detail there. Look at the tattoo detail there. The only thing I'm going to say about this figure, and I've not criticised it yet, but here we go. Does anyone else think the head looks a little small? I do look at this and I look at the body and I just think, is that the right proportion size for the head? Like, that looks small. If I was to compare it to a picture of the Fiend, would his head actually be that small? I don't know. Maybe it's fine. I'm just throwing it out there. But it's the one thing that I keep asking myself when I see this figure. Like, the ring attire is stunning. The body type looks great. The tattoo work is some of the best we're going to see this year. The hurt and heel gloves are bang on the money. I think the Fiend mask looks cool. I like the hair. I like the lantern. It's the only question I have. Is the head a little bit small? Round the back, look, you can see the great braids detail in the hair as well. The tattoos all going round the back also. Make no mistake about it. This is a great figure. I mean, I can't believe they included that lantern. Look at the lantern and the eyes that have been sewn shut. Like, that is so scary. That is like a severed head with its eyes sewn shut and its mouth used to shine a light. And for some reason, Mattel went, yeah, I can't see any problems there. We'll make that. I can't see anyone having any nightmares there. Well, fair play. I'm pleased they included it, and you shouldn't have nightmares. But yeah, I don't think many people were expecting them to make it. But there we go. They did. Credit to them. And the Fiend mask looks awesome. So don't get me wrong. A great looking figure. A great looking figure. I don't know what he's posing there. Is he doing some kind of dance? I swear, I saw BTS, the music group, doing a dance routine like this. So confirmed, the Fiend is a big fan of BTS. That's what I'm saying right now. Either that or maybe Britney Spears. I'm not too sure. But perhaps he does these dance moves when he's on his own in front of the mirror. I have got no idea who thought posing him like that was a good idea. Do you know what? I think I know what's going to make this Fiend figure sell. I'm going to pose him like this, like he's doing a TikTok. Right, moving on. Oh my God, we're so far behind. Right, we've got Viscera, we got Miss Elizabeth, we got that Ravishing Rick Rude, we got the Fiend, we got AJ, we got Ronda Rousey. Now we're moving on to Legends Series 7. Bobby the Brain Heenan, absolute legend. Look at that weasel costume. He was having a battle, I believe, with the Ultimate Warrior. The fans used to call him Weasel. Warrior stuffed him in a weasel costume. And, yeah, this is a figure I never expected us to get. Ah, here we go, look. Listen up, humanoids. To the champions he managed, the patriarch of the Heenan family was the Brain, but the WWE Universe had a name more fitting for a man of his character the Weasel. In 1988, after Ultimate Warrior destroyed Heenan, who stepped out of his managerial comfort zone and into the ring as a competitor, he dressed the unconscious Bobby in a full Weasel suit. I never expected that figure. I honestly think it's really cool. I think it's really, really cool. Certainly if you remember the moment and the match as I do. So that's great. And Bobby in wrestling attire, great face scan. But look at that, Bobby the Brain Heenan. On one of the very rare occasions he actually stepped into the ring. That is what he wore in his wrestling attire. So really cool. Really cool. He's like a mini Andre. And there he is in his Weasel coat. God, they really want you to see these pictures, don't they? Okay, we're getting it. Next, Greg the Hammer Valentine. Absolute legend. Absolute legend. Comes with killer robe. Looks absolutely awesome. Love the detail on the back. We've never had a Greg the Hammer Valentine figure before. This is first time to line. Robe looks stunning. Swappable hands. Shin guard as well, which he did used to have a separate shin guard, but just one. And I honestly don't know the reason why. Love that robe. Look at that. The hammer. The hammer. It looks like one of the Simpsons is holding the hammer. I don't know why the arm is yellow, but I do think that's accurate to how it actually looked, his robe back in the day. But again, Greg the Hammer Valentine, absolute legend. I've got his Hasbro figure. They did release a Hasbro figure for Greg the Hammer. So yeah, great that I can now add a Mattel figure to it. And I genuinely love that. I love the hammer that's on the side of his boot. I've never noticed that before. That's a great little detail. Good face scan as well. Although, maybe I would have liked a little animation in the face. He just looks a little sad. He just looks, maybe because it took so long for him to have a figure. So there we go. So Greg the Hammer Valentine with a variant as well. This variant in yellow, which is very, very cool. So same figure, but just yellow instead of black. Next, we got Razor Ramon. We got the bad guy. Love Razor figures. He is very toyetic. I'm not going to bother reading all of this out, but it does say WrestleMania 10 and SummerSlam 95. He proves that hard work pays off because, of course, he's involved in iconic ladder matches. And look at this. Look at this. Great blue. Really pops out. Face scan is stunning. The chest hair, the jewelry, the ring attire. Now, that's how you pose a figure. Yeah? That's how you... Chico, say hello to the bad guy. That is cool. That's how you pose a figure. You don't have them doing mid-TikTok. So, I'm loving that. Bad guy on the back of the jacket as well. There he is, gesturing for the Razor's Edge, his finishing move. I like it. Really like that figure. Not sure what it's based on, but I feel like we did see the blue attire in some big matches that he had. So, I do think this is one of the more important ring attires. Look at that. I mean, look at that face. Absolutely brilliant. Little bit of animation in the face. Love the kind of stubble that they've given him as well. Moving on. Right, that was it for Legends 7. There was meant to be a Sting, but of course Sting isn't under contract anymore, so Mattel weren't able to release it. So unfortunately, that Sting figure is not coming out now. Next up, we've got this Edgeheads figure. This is a Ringside Collectibles exclusive. You get Edge. You get swappable heads of Hawkins and Ryder. Hawkins and Ryder, sadly, no longer with WWE. But this is just a great Edge figure. And you can swap over the heads so that you've actually got 3 figures. I know that Zack Ryder, Kurt Hawkins were saying they were going to buy this 3 times so that they could have it on display, all 3 of them. Obviously, there's no need for you to do that. But this is what the Edge looks like. It's really classy. I really do like the look of this Edge. The black, I think, just looks really smart. A few nice details in there. Really good tattoo details. I really like it. And there you can see swapping one of the heads over, and you get a different figure, and there we go, swap it over again, you get a different figure. So Hawkins, Ryder, and Edge, and there he is with the jacket as well. I mean, that just standing on a shelf is going to look awesome. So really, really cool stuff. Loads of accessories there, kind of a 3-in-1 deal. And there we go. If you did buy 3, then that's what you can do. You could have all 3 of them displayed like that, Edge and the Edgeheads. So, yeah, really cool. So, it's Ringside Collectibles exclusive. That's the packaging. And that's what it looks like when it comes with the 3 changeable heads, which I think is really cool. I think they've done a really, really good job with that one. Picture on the back, a bit of blurb about them as well. That's what the box looks like from the side. And I think this is available now. Either available now or you can pre-order it. So, yeah, either out now or on the way. And that's the great thing about this video. Everything you've seen, if you've seen anything so far and gone, wow, that's really cool, it's either out now or it's going to be out real soon. Real soon. So there's nothing here that's like Christmas 2020 or anything like that. It's either out now or it's real soon. Top picks. These are the must-have superstars. Now, this is better. This is better. Look at this Kofi compared to the first Kofi. This one, a bit of an up, down, down vibe. And I'm feeling this a bit more. I think he's got a better ring attire here. This Top Picks has got 4 figures in the line. So this is the Kofi. Slightly different hair on this Kofi. Up, up, down, down attire, as we said. Looking very cool. There's Roman Reigns. Forgot what he looks like. But there's Roman Reigns. Smiley face. The big dog with Unleashed t-shirt on, which is cool. A little bit different from like the vests, the tactical vests that he tends to wear. This is Roman with an Unleashed t-shirt on, and then he's got like the great tattoo detail. I mean, considering this is a basic, that is a great figure. That is a great figure. I mean, yeah, you might want one that's got the tactical vests and things like that, but make no mistake about it, for the price, you're getting a great figure here because the face scan on this is amazing. So really a big fan of that. Great detail from the t-shirt. And again, you can really see a close-up there of the tattoo detail. Little bit of a shame, though. Let's just point this out. Can you actually see where the arm joins the body? And you can just see the top of the arm, the very top of the arm. They haven't painted that bit. They've left it plain. So that's where, obviously, it bends, right? So you're not going to always see that bit. Fair play. But just on that picture there, does look a little bit strange that they didn't finish off that great work. But I appreciate that's asking a lot because that would be a difficult thing to achieve. But hey, look, these are the high standards that you come to expect from Mattel because they do such a great job. Next up, we got The Rock. The Rock is here, if you smell. Now, what's the tattoo work that he's got the old Brahma bull. He's got a whole new tattoo now that's covered that Brahma bull. I didn't know if they'd given him that new tattoo, unless it's the one that's on the other side. But I think he's had that other one for a little while. So I don't think they've updated the tattoos yet. No, I think he's had that a while. He does have this new tattoo, which I'm sure is on his right arm. But we haven't seen him in WWE with it yet. So it makes sense that we haven't had a figure of it yet. But there's the one side with kind of like Samoan heritage tattoo there. And then on the other side, just the little Brahma bull that we all know and love. But as we said, I think he's now had that covered with something much bigger, more impressive. I think it's like a dinosaur bone of some kind. Here's John Cena. So this is another of those sensible John Cenas. Sensible hair John Cena's on the way. So not much to say about this. We've seen the John Cena from earlier, and the earlier one was better because at least that had like a green shirt. This one is very basic. This one really doesn't have much going for it, in all fairness. Very plain ring attire, sensible shoes, sensible hair. I mean, if you put a little shirt on that, he's ready to go out for a meal at a restaurant, or, do you know what I mean? Like this, maybe meet the parents of whoever is with. I don't know. This is very much sensible John Cena. So there we go. You can add this to the one from earlier, and you can have like a tag team of sensible figures. Like there's really, I don't know why we need to see so many pictures of this. There's not a great deal to look at. I mean, yep, sensible hair, smiley face. Yeah, never give up. There are the 4 figures. We are getting towards the end. I'm getting towards the end of, honestly, I didn't realize we were going to go this long. I might be getting towards the end of my data, of my Wi-Fi coverage. I didn't expect to still be here. But then, you know, if they are going to give us 272 slides, what do they expect? So this is Becky Lynch Ultimate Edition. Yeah, I think we've seen this. Becky 2 belts. Comes with awesome ring attire, swappable heads, swappable arms, 2 championships, the Raw Women's Championship, the SmackDown Women's Championship, and that killer I Am the Man jacket. This is based on one of the most important matches in WWE history, the main event of WrestleMania 35. And yeah, this is based on when the women finally main evented WrestleMania. And of course, Becky would emerge victorious. She would be the man, and Becky 2 belts and everything that she said she was. This was her crowning moment, and this figure captures that. So a very important figure. If you are a fan of Becky, this really is one to consider picking up. I think that, I mean, the one where the hair is to the side looks cool. The other one looks like something from a Halloween figure. Like, her hair is very unruly there. I don't know if that's like after the match or something, but I kind of feel like the one before that's on her head now that looks kind of cool, that looks a little better. The other one, honestly, if you told me that was from like a Ghostbusters figure of some kind of spirit that was terrorizing the Ghostbusters, I would believe you. There it is again. Look, the severed head. The severed head of Becky Lynch. And we've got the arms. We've got the jacket. We've got the 2 championships. There is that weird head, which I can kind of see Becky in it. I mean, that could also be someone else, in all fairness. But the championships look... See, that looks like Becky. That head looks better. When I look at that, I can see Becky. When I look at that one, not so much. I'm not sure who I see there. But, you know, look, it's all right. You get a swappable head. The ring attire looks cool. That looks cool. This figure looks better with the jacket on. No denying it looks better with the jacket on than with the jacket off. And look at that. Look at that. Look at the detail on the side of the hair. Look at the back of the jacket with the... that looks great. That, if I was getting this, which I think there's a good chance I will... Have I got it, actually? I don't even know if I have got it. I don't know if I picked it up yet. Because I have got all of the Ultimate Editions. So if this came out, then I might have already picked it up, but I don't think I have. And if I have, I certainly haven't looked at it yet or got it out of its packaging. But if and when I do, I'm going to have it with the jacket on. And with that head as well. Breaking news with that head. Right, John Cena, hustle, loyalty, respect. Yeah, Becky had 2 heads, but Cena's got 3. And he's got loads of swappable hands. He's got the cap, he's got the t-shirt, he's got dog tags, he's got the spinner belt. Yeah, look at this. Now, this is great. All 3 of them heads look like Cena. Maybe the one that's on is probably the one that looks least like Cena, but it's still not bad. Spinner belt looks cool. I'm a belt fan. This is not sensible Cena. Do not put this on your sensible shelf, right? This is not going to fit with those other sensible Cenas. This is reckless Cena right here. This is ruthless aggression Cena right here with his spinner belt. And it looks cool. I mean, like, I really like the accessories on there. There's a lot of really, really good stuff. So I'm into that. I think that's you've got to have Cena in that Ultimate Editions line, and I think that was a decent one to add. Right, we are moving on. We got 50 slides left, and I need to be so quick here. Right, we've got Wreckin figures. This is a big reason why I did this video, why I did this stream, because there's some great accessories here. I know not everyone is getting this figure line, but I would just have a look at a couple of these if I was you, because the accessories are pretty sweet, and this is at a really good price. This Miz figure, I don't like the head, right? He looks like he's out of a Dennis the Menace comic or something. I don't know. He looks too animated. It doesn't actually look like the Miz in the face for me. But it comes with a breakable table. Like, that is a great accessory. Look at that set. I can sort of see the Miz, but I don't know. I don't know. There's something not quite right with the face for me. I don't think that figure is the best figure that I've ever seen, but man, if you just want a Miz figure, you don't really care about the Miz. You don't need, like, super crazy lightness and accessories and all that. You just want, like, a Miz figure so that your other figures can beat him up. Why not? Why not? Do you know what I mean? You're getting a Miz figure. It's got decent-looking ring attire, a few nice little details there, but it comes with a breakable table. I think that's really cool. And there you go. In case you didn't believe me, there it is, broken. Yeah? So now do you believe me? I know you believed me before, but... And also, I don't even know if anyone's watching. I'm totally just talking to myself. But there we go. Look, we've got the broken table is kicking it for some reason. Kicking it whilst it's down. We've got John Cena. Again, not sensible. Look at that. He's got a crew cut in his hair. It's not sensible hair, John Cena. I always look at these ladders. And because they've got these, like, breaks in the middle, I always think they're, like, alive or something like that. It looks like that's about to start walking on its own accord. It looks like that ladder's like from a Transformers movie. So we've got John Cena, and we've got this ladder, breakable ladder, as we said. These ladders are really cool because not only do they set up like that, you can throw people into them and they actually buckle in the middle. So again, if you don't care about John Cena, because you can definitely get better figures, but if you don't care about Cena, you just want to get one in the collection so you've got a Cena, why not? Why not pick this up and get this ladder that breaks and buckles? This might be the shiniest figure I've ever seen as well. I don't know why it's so shiny. Why is it so shiny? I don't understand. Did he, like, pour baby oil all over himself or something at this point? I don't know why it's so shiny. But there he is, look, picking up his pet ladder. That's very much how I see that ladder. A pet ladder, and there you can see, look, it buckling in the middle. Please don't treat your pets that way. Treat them with love and respect. Next up, look, we've got Triple H, and you know what I'm going to say. Not the best Triple H. Face scan looks fine. You can definitely get better. But hey, if you're not interested in Triple H, you just want to add one to the collection, why not? Because look at this accessory. It is a breakable thing. Yeah, we all love breakable things. And it's a workout device. It helps you do pull-ups. So you can put the arms of the figure at the top and, like, you know, try and get them to do pull-ups. I doubt the figure will actually do it, but that's what it's for. It'll look great if you've got that performance center playset that had the gym round the back, because this is a piece of gym equipment. So it would look great in that. Plus also if you do, like, you know, figure setups, if you're a bit younger, or, you know, maybe you're a YouTuber or something and you do figure setups, it's a great little accessory to have for that as well. So again, why not? Why not? Not the best Triple H. I mean, looks all right. Looks all right. Face scan looks okay. Looks, yeah, I mean, I really think this is at a very good price point. I'm sure I've seen these in Smith's and they're not much more than the basics. But, I mean, look at that. It breaks apart in 3 different places, that workout tower. So, and I should mention as well, I mean, this is how great I am at talking about figures. These Wreckin figures all come with a signature move, right? So I think the Cena has a kick. You pull the leg back and it... No, what did the Cena have? Right, look, let's have a look at these signature moves. He has the arms, look, so you can pull the arms up and then they come firing back down. So Cena's got the arms. I think Miz will have the kick, which is why he was kicking out. I'm guessing Miz has got the kick. Cena's got the arms. And Triple H, what does Triple H? Triple H has got the arms as well. And they grip. Can you see at the top there on the packaging, top right? The arms actually open and close. So that's really cool. That's different, isn't it? It can actually grip accessories. But yeah, there we go. Look, you pull the arms up and they come shooting back down. Very similar to what we used to have with the Hasbro line. Very, very similar. Finn Balor, I actually prefer this Finn Balor to the one we saw earlier, the one in blue. I think this is better. And this one comes with steps. You can actually put Balor on the steps, pull him back, and he'll flip off the steps. You can see it, just see it. I don't know if you can see my cursor that I'm pointing at, but he's right there at the top of the ring. You pull him back and he flips over. That's really cool. That's really cool. Wow, look at that. It's got black at the side of the... That's great. That's a great figure. Out of all of them that we've seen, that's my favourite. I really like the ring attire. Balor doesn't have the most adventurous figures anyway, so this is perfectly fine. And you're getting some ring steps, and he will do an action, and there's some nice detail on the ring attire. That's cool. That's a cool figure. Look at this. He's doing an impression of, like, Bailey's inflatable wacky people. That's his impression of them. So, there we go. There's 4 in the series. But, wow, we're not done yet. I know you want to go, but you're not going anywhere. Because we got... look at this! This is one of the big reasons why we're doing this. Look at that accessory. Buy that figure. Buy that figure just for that accessory. That is a punching dummy, a training dummy. Again, you know, you can... That'll look great for figure setups. That's going to look great if you've got that Performance Center playset. But yeah, that is awesome. That is so good. I did not expect that. So Randy Orton looks good, actually. The face scan looks really good. Tattoo detail. Is it the best Orton? No, of course not. You can get loads better. Loads that have got, like, colour on the tattoo work and, you know, other accessories. But I gotta be honest, look at that accessory. I feel like I'm getting a tag team. Do you know what I mean? Look at that. I feel like I'm getting 2 people. So I'm getting Randy Orton and I'm getting that training dummy. The training dummy, like, all breaks apart. Such a good accessory. I'm really pumped for this. I don't know why, but it's really resonated with me. I didn't expect it. It's something completely different. I don't even think we've ever seen one on WWE TV. So I don't know where they conjured up this accessory. I don't even know how they managed to make an accessory that big. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's a lot of plastic. That's a lot of plastic. That's not just like a chair that you throw in. Do you know what I mean? Like, look at that for an accessory. That's amazing. Blew my mind, that did. As soon as I saw that, I was like, we are definitely going to do a stream on these. I've got to talk about that. I mean, they've even put him in blue shorts. They've even painted the shorts blue. Or used blue plastic. But it's so good. I'm really impressed. Look, it all breaks apart. And look at that. That to me is one of the most powerful images I've ever seen. That's like 2 friends staring off. I don't know why the dummy is looking in the same direction. Like, Randy Orton must have turned the head of the dummy around. He must have turned it around to look in that direction on purpose to freak someone out. Perhaps someone's coming and he wants to freak them out. They're going to, you know, come out of the shower. And when they come out, they've got Randy Orton and a training dummy staring at them. Because I don't know why they're both looking in the same direction. I don't know why that's a thing. Whoever took these pictures, I am so fascinated by their thought process. Like, why did they have the Fiend doing a TikTok? Why did they feel the need to turn the training dummy's head and that Randy Orton's head looking in the same direction here? I don't know why, but it really speaks to me. I'm getting a real strong vibe of brotherhood, and I really like that. I'm getting so much from this figure. So much from this figure. This figure is giving me so much joy. I really do need to add it to the collection. That's a shame. That's a heel turn. He's turned heel. He's turned heel on it. He's turned heel. The dummy is down. And there we go. Wow. Oh, okay. Well, he's putting back together again. I feel like this is a love story of some kind, and I don't know why. Look, now he's reaching out. Actually, that's quite cruel, because what he's doing there is he's putting his fist out to do a fist bump, but the dummy doesn't have arms. So, in a way, he's mocking him there, Randy Orton. That is such a Randy Orton move. He's like, hey, come on, fist bump me. Yeah, fist bump me. And the dummy's like, you know I haven't got arms. And actually, the dummy has even looked away in disgust. Look at this. There is such an epic story being told here. I hope if someone from Hollywood is watching this stream, please turn this into a movie, because this is the love story, the bitter rivalry. I should imagine they do become friends in the end. But I think this could play out on a big screen. I really do. So, big fan of that. Next up, wow, look at this. This figure is more than okay. It's Ricochet. We've got Ricochet with great tattoo detail, great face scan. Love the ring attire. So much about this figure looks awesome. He does the flippy stuff just like in real life as well. He's got that move where you pull him back. Look at that. That is awesome. I don't want to say that's the best figure out of all of them, because I really love that training dummy. But that figure-wise is the best figure out of all of them. Look at the detail on the ring attire there. That is sickeningly good. I don't even know how they can get that so detailed at that price point with ring steps and the flipping action. That is, do you know what I'm going to say? That's a flipping good figure. That is a flipping good figure, that is. He's waving at Vince as well. I don't know why, because he's not pushed him like he should, but that's a whole different story. In fact, there we go. Look, now he's turned. Now he's getting angry. Now he's picked the steps up. Yeah, great tattoo detail. Great ring attire. Another Kofi Kingston. How many Kofi Kingston figures do we need? That's the question. That is the question. Or the bigger question is, can you ever have enough? This one comes with a great accessory as well. This one... What does he? I don't even know what his action is. I think it's a kicking action again. Wreck your rivals. Look at that. A breakable Monday Night Raw screen. How great is that? How great? Well, I can answer it. It's really great. That is really great. That's how great that is. Kofi Kingston. Love the ring attire on that. Looks absolutely awesome. I think that is a great looking figure. Loads of detail on the side. Breakable Raw thing. It's great. Look at that. He's kicking it as well. Out of frustration after losing the WWE Championship to Brock in like 7 seconds. So there we go. Breakable Raw sign being broken. That's what it's there for. Love the ring attire. Loads of interesting different shapes on there. Not the most detailed ring attire that we've seen. But again, this is a basic. And it does have a little horse on it. I think it might even be a unicorn. So he definitely gets extra points for that. So there we go. More. We got six slides left. We can do this, guys. I think I'm even meant to be doing a different stream right now. But, you know, so is life. We've got The Rock with some railings. Those are The Rock's railings. The Rock and his railings, they went everywhere together. It's a fun fact. He was best friends with some railings. Not many people know that. And even when he's filming his films, he takes these railings on set with him. He will not go anywhere without these railings. The Rock and his railings. So there is the Rock figure. Really cool. Actually, do you know what? That's got the whole shoulder thing. It's because the other Rock figure had the t-shirt on, didn't he? Which is why we never saw the shoulder tattoo. But I would say this is better. Like, I really like that shoulder tattoo. Smiling face on The Rock. You can see someone has dented The Rock's railings. It's probably because everyone's been going around kicking things. It's probably Kofi going around kicking everything. He's dented The Rock's railings. There's going to be hell to pay, let me tell you. So there's The Rock with his railings going, why? Why? I mean, he looks all right about it, in all fairness. Although, there we go. I think he's going to throw those away, maybe get some new railings. But breakable railings, you're going to have to buy a lot of these figures if you're going to want to surround your ring in railings. I don't recommend that you do that. I think there's probably better ways of doing that. So I'm not sure what you're going to do with one railing. I don't know what you'll do with that. I'm sure you'll find a way. Maybe just put it under the ring, and then if you want like a weapon, The Rock's railings are under there. Do you know what I mean? So And there we go. That is, I don't even know what series of Wreckin figures, but Kofi, Randy and his training buddy, Ricochet, and Rock and his Raylins. And that is everything, my friends. That is everything. I hope you had a lovely time. I hope you had a lovely time. I had a lovely time. I hope you had a lovely time as well. I am totally meant to be somewhere else right now. So thank you so much for joining us. I really do appreciate the support. I hope that you saw some really cool stuff. And maybe you'll pick some up. If so, let me know. Just drop me a message over on Twitter. I'd be very interested to know if anyone picks up any of these. Certainly if you get Randy and his training buddy, definitely let me know. Yeah, very, very cool. Awesome, guys. Thanks a lot for watching, and hopefully see you again next time. Bye for now.